we've made a last minute decision. The dryer's down, we're going to Jim's. We've sort of ummed and ahed about it for 2 days, and then we've made a decision. We've dried everything we need to here. The wheat at Jim's is milling quality, so we want to get that in the good.
We'll get some powder, and then I can perhaps see what I've got.
You see it behind you.
Crept up on you, didn't I?
Will you turn the music off, Ryan?
I have to for legal purposes.
All these old pipes, all the wires, and it's hard
So
as
it
hell.
all strips, all goes through the corner, that strips all the paint off and everything, doesn't it?
But we will get somewhere. I was just looking, this is another switch up in here, I can see. I think that's a neutral safety switch, he called that. And I can see that's all, it's all intact. It's hard as iron, but I think it's all intact. I just said to Lynn, go and pick up 10 rolls of wrap. Should we go and get that grass cut of Parkwise? John on us, I thought that tractor was going back, so I've been folding off, so I thought I was going to be swapping that tractor, but that ain't going to happen.
No.
We'll be out that for
So you put the mowers on, they want to fetch it back.
Well, that's what I thought, Keith. That's really why I kept, you know, this week I kept with that top book, so I thought, well, we wanted to fetch that back. There's no point putting it on, but they ain't fetching that back, are they?
No.
That's going to be another fucking 4 weeks.
Might be well on with that one, that's a major job.
Yeah, it is, but they've only got to drop a gearbox out and put a gearbox in because it's all there. And what they're saying to me, he said they're, you know, they've got to swap.
Cab will be off, you have to take cab off them.
They got, yeah, oh yeah, she's got to come right apart, you know, and a 10-minute job. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see it for the second. Just the bottom of that one, mate.
Yeah, I know.
On off.
Yeah.
Then the PTO. I ain't got a light, but it does come up on there.
Yeah.
But basically, if we do the diplock one first, let's see if we can find that. And then I'll see if I can find that button.
Yeah.
Diplock first, then, Matt.
Yeah. How do I engage this button? Is there any special way of engaging it, or is it just push?
That button?
Yeah.
No, literally just press the button.
Okay.
But you did a
We're doing
diplock.
yeah.
Let me see what we can find.
This little 70, we've got a problem with it going into creeper box. There's a creeper button on here. We've replaced the switch, which is the usual problem, but that didn't fix it, so we're trying something else. Our young calf in there, she's got a little bit better. The swelling's gone down, but we feel like she's still carrying it a little bit, so we're gonna, I think Farm's gonna have the trimmer maybe look at it. We took the dryer down, that went over to Jim's yesterday, so that's gonna get set up this morning. The dryer's still here, everything else has been moved over there. We've got a little bit of dry wheat to move, that's gonna go on the dry heap. Over here we've got TB tests this morning. We've just got to test those few cows and calves. So Farmer's going to go and do that. We've got a load of fertilizer coming up at Peter's farm, so we're going to unload that. Keithy's taking off the topper and he's going to put the mowers on. We're going to do a little bit of silage. We've got some rough ground that needs silaging up, so we're going to do that. Looks like better weather coming mid part of next week, so looks like we're going to be able to actually do some work. So it's going to get busy very quickly. Farmer's just looking at the 6270 there. We couldn't get it out of low range the other day, so he's trying to figure that out. There's a load of solenoids and switches on the gearbox, and yeah, he's got a contact helping him with that. So we changed the switch, which is the usual problem with that apparently, and we got some news on the 8S as well. Not good news. Unfortunately, the AGCO people came and they were checking the tractor over, and apparently for some reason or another, I think they had done all the updates that it was due, but the gearbox still wasn't right. It was still, apparently it was trying to drive in neutral with the clutch out, and yeah, they weren't happy with its current condition, so they've decided they're going to replace the gearbox in it. It means without the tractor for a little bit longer. The tractor that the demo tractor they gave us to replace that one with, that one was requiring a service at the moment it got here, and Farmer isn't keen on letting that go any longer, so he's dropped the oil out of that and put some filters on. They're AGCO filters. The engine service is the most important one, and yeah, they said not to do it, but we're not happy leaving an engine unserviced, so Farmer's done that. Right, Farmer's bought half a load of one thing and half a load of something else. I don't know what we got going on here, but I've unloaded them the wrong way around. One's nitrogen, I think, and one's 0.2424, which is a ground-based formula. Phosphate, potash, and stuff like that. Now, in a normal year, we would want some of this space for corn, but this year there isn't going to be the corn, so it won't fill that gap in there, I don't think. Nice chap on the lorry. These are 600 bags. You've got to be careful with the roof of his lorry, he'll be pretty upset if you touch that. This telehandler only just picks up 4. I think we've got 3 different ones. We've got 33%. Some of this might be for some other farms as well. I think it might just be getting stored here for now. Until harvest is done, then we'll move stuff around. We're over at Jim's. Yeah, we just tried the corn again. It still ain't right to go. Still, moisture's still too high. Rain coming on Saturday. Got another dry day tomorrow, but you know, it's looking like a better week next week. So we're sort of just thinking, we've got a muck heap on that bit of land that we combined at home. The muck spreaders are free and available, so we're going to go and pick them up. We're going to get that muck heap spread, and then if we've got any more wet weather coming, we can put the cultivators on and get out there, start cultivating, incorporating that muck in, and then hopefully after Saturday it's going to dry up a little bit. Hopefully, fingers crossed. It's looking like that. It's looking like that for a few days, so we're just going to hold off here. But it looks like we're going spreading this afternoon, so we're going to go and pick the spreaders up. The next few days are going to get busy, hopefully. Well, we're always busy. Keithy's cutting for silage. We're going silage in tomorrow. We're doing a bit of spreading. We're outside the front of the farm here. I got it set to the GPS. It's all right. You just got to get used to what you're doing. It takes a second to get used to it, but farmer's on the digger. We're going to have a young lad up the road. He's going to come and help. He's a good lad. He usually helps with the haymaking. Young Edward, I think it is. Is his name Edward? I can't remember his name. Terrible. He's going to come and have a go with us, and tomorrow we're going to get this heap spread out. We're just going to literally do what we can tonight. It is currently 5 o'clock, so we'll get a bit done. Just got to shut your doors down as you start to see the rotors at the back there. So as we're giving this field a good dose, because it didn't have any last year, so it's getting like a double measure this year. And we got plenty of muck, so it's having a good dose. So a nice slow going over the field. Your bed's on this one, so that's continually pumping. That's pushing it all to the back. Your rotors are on the PTO, and then your doors are on your spool down in. So just close that door down a little bit, and then as you get to the end, you want to stop your bed. There's a little routine you got to get into, and you won't have no troubles. So we get to the tram line, look, turn the bed off, start closing the doors, just creep forward, that'll push a little bit more out, like that, and then just run your bed backwards, and it pushes it out of the way of the rotors for next time. You wouldn't have any breakages then. Slow the rotors down before turning them off. Right, and then turn the GPS on. We have had it before where we've been breaking shear bolts all over the place, but hopefully we'll be all right this time. Farmer's loading them. I'm doing them at the minute. I'm swapping tractors, but young Edward will be here in a bit, and we'll once you've got 2 operators going, it's, you know, you can clear a heap easy, clear quickly. We've got a little friend now, young Robert's having a go. He's not familiar with our tractors, so he's a little bit slow, but tomorrow we'll have a good day of it. He'll get used to it. He's doing all right. he's trying to figure that GPS out. He's not used to it, so he's a little bit slow to start. He's got it though. You can get about, this is about as close as you can get with spreaders. If he hits a stone now, or I hit a stone, that will fling it right into each other, if you know what I mean. You don't want to get too close. But he's doing alright. You've got to watch your doors on the electric wires as well. I haven't told him yet. I should probably tell him that. And yeah, he'll get the hang of it, and the more he gets the hang of it, the quicker you get. It's just that simple. He's never done it before. It's somewhere there. It is. Put our bed into gear. Whoops, and we're doing about, I don't know, the speedo on this one ain't quite right. About 5k, something like that. That gets us up and down and empty, so. There we go, yeah. A little bit of muck spreading. I think we got a day of this tomorrow. And then Saturday's rain. And next week looks like better weather for more combining. Once this muck's on this field, we can put, you know, if we've got, if we want a job, we can put the discerator on and get out here and discrate it. It's actually quite supple at the moment. Last year it was rock hard and it actually broke the discerator. So yeah, if we want a job, we've got a job. So it's just about keeping yourself busy. These are jobs you do after harvest, but if you're not harvesting and you've got it free and you've got a mucky there and you're doing nothing else, you might as well do it. So it's about keeping the jobs going, so you're not got stupid amounts to do right at the end. So it'll all work out, it'll be fine. Robert, you might see Robert a bit more as well. I keep forgetting his name. I call him young Edward. He's Edward's son. Edward's the man with the other Arkeson. So they're local. He's only literally a mile, not less than a mile, half a mile up the road he is. So he might be here to help out a little bit more. Just as we get harvesting and haymaking and stuff like that. They've got a baler, they've got an Arkeson, so it all works with our stuff and the way we do it. So yeah, it all makes sense. You know, they got a little bit of their own to do as well. So tomorrow we're going to get these rest of these fields covered. We've got another muck heap that we're going to drag over to do that. Farmer wanted a good spread on this one, so the other ones won't get such a dose because they had a dose last year. We had the second part of the TB test on the last few cows there this morning. They all passed, so that's a clear test for us. Bit of a result that, because we wouldn't have really fancied going out in 60 days. That just means our next test will be in roughly 6 months time, so it'll be Christmas time, December, January time, something like that. That's when our next test will be. Farmer was stringing it out just to gain a bit of time to get us out of the summer if we had to go test in 60 days. So that was the thing on that. We're 3/4 of the way across this field. It sort of tapers in now, so the next part wouldn't take that long. I imagine we will finish up after this field. That's 1 year's worth of muck there. We've got a couple more heaps dotted around here and there. We're going to get this one cleared up and one across the way there cleared up, and then hopefully we can go harvesting next week. So that's doesn't always happen like that because the plan can always change, but that's the plan at the moment. I was just loading this on. I know how to operate a digger, but there's operators and there's operators. I haven't had any experience on a digger, so I am nearly useless on a digger, but Farmer's pretty good at it, so he goes on the digger. And young Robert's got the hang of it now, so yeah, we're fully cooking now. He said we're going to finish for tonight.
Yeah.
He said if you just park it back up there next to your tractor,
yeah,
we'll come and get it. We'll come across and get it.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow, you come in tomorrow?
Yeah, if you want to meet us.
8 o'clock?
Yeah.
Are you going to be able to get out of bed?
Yeah.
Hey, you wouldn't have to go far this time, will you? Hey, nice one. Yeah, right. Thanks for that. It makes a difference. You get two going, you know.
Yeah. Where should I come in the morning then?
Yeah.
In the yard or just back here?
No, come in the yard and we'll all head out together.
Alright. Whereabouts are we tomorrow?
Yeah. We're going to get the rest of them done.
Yeah, okay.
Alright?
Alright.
Happy well. Nice one. Cheers for that. Bye. See you later. There you go, young Robert. Oh. Look at that sunset. Feels weird to be doing these jobs back to front, but that's the way it is this year, I guess. Young Robert's going to come and help us in the morning. We're going to get a couple more heaps spread. Broken 2 shear bolts. I don't know what the reason why is, but it's been going very well for the last hour and a half, so, and it's going to continue. Yes, I don't know what the deal is. I broke 2 straight away. Very painful. You have to get out in the muck. The bed goes on. And the GPS winches. We got them set at 6 meters each, so we got a, you know, quite a nice even spread. We wanted quite a bit on this field, so the old telegraph poles get splattered there. That'll do for the night. We're doing a bit more tomorrow. It is dry again tomorrow, so we're hoping to get these 4 fields spread behind us. We've got a couple more muck heaps to go at, so we might be having a bit more trek getting to and from the muck heaps, but it'll be alright. We'll get it done. Young David's here as well. Young David's out on the tedding out the silage ground, so I imagine Keithy and Colin will be doing some silaging. Keithy will wrap, Colin will bale, ground bale, and we'll have some silaging going on. We'll probably miss all that. We'll be on the spreader again tomorrow, so yeah, there's a fair bit going on always. Day 2. We've got the first heap done. We're just on the second heap now. We've got a few more heaps dotted about. We don't know how long we're going to keep going. Got young Robert with us for the day. Yeah, he's doing all right. Actually, he's got the hang of it pretty well. Farmer said he's had 3 wasp nests in this heap already. He said he's glad of his windows, because the arch nemesis of the farmer is the common wasp. He hates them. If there's a wasp about, he's running about. Anyway, yeah, we've got on well. We haven't broken any more shear bolts. Sort of sussed out how to do it without breaking them. There's one particular spreader they got, and I think I'm pretty sure it's this one, but if you do anything, you've got to run her out of eco, and you can't have any engine revs on when you start her up. I think it's more to do with the tractors. If it's got soft start on your tractor, it doesn't do it. It starts them up, but if it starts too vicious, it just breaks the shear bolt. They got stronger bolts in this one. I noticed they got 10.8s in there instead of 8.8s, which is a stronger bolt. So anyway, farmer's on the digger again. Young Robert's on the other spreader. We've got a bit of a trek to the fields, but we're getting it done. Uncle Franklin, Keithy and Colin, they're out doing some silage, so we're getting a good chunk of work done. We sort of just chose our worst fields, you know, for docks and thistles and stuff like that, so we're going to silage those. We still needed a bit of silage anyway. Next week's looking like weather's coming back, some nice temperatures, so it's going to get really busy next week. So we wanted to get a few of these fiddly jobs out of the way with, and the fields were clear, so you know it needs to be done instead of trying to combine in the wrong conditions. So next week there's definitely going to be some combining. There'll be straw making, there'll be hay making. It is going to be busy, so yeah. We got our ram back off General Hydraulics. They are in Oxford. They're a really good outfit. They've got the ram sorted, 2 days sorted. Really good outfit up there. Them boys just, you know, if you need a pipe, if you need something quick and fast, they'll sort you out that day. Oh. Went a bit quicker. We should be able to clear this heap, I'd have thought. We got one more heap up the front there that we can clear as well. If we're not going combining, I imagine we'll stick with the spreading. It's always a job because you've got spreaders to return, tractors covered in muck. Don't want that tipping over. Got to do your best to keep these on the hard wherever you can. You know, run them around the headlands, don't run them on the fields. It's a bit of a job though. The old man's got some straw, I can see. He's don't know what he's up to with that. We leave a couple of straw loads here to put up the sheet. There'll be a sheet going over top of there once we get a quiet morning and no wind. You got to have no wind on the morning you do that job. It's the next day. Got all the spreading done yesterday. We had a good 12 hours at it yesterday. Farmer's been round them, cleaned them off. Every time we pick them up, they're always covered. About as good as it's going to get. Farmer's been round them. He likes to send them back nice and clean, no string attached or anything like that. But we're going to get these spreaders taken back today. Going to take them back to their yard, and then we've got some silage to pick up. It's a miserable day. It's going to be like this all day. So Keithy and Colin, Uncle Franklin, they went, rode up, baled up and wrapped 270 silage yesterday. So we are going to pick them up, and then fingers crossed next week looking better. But it's been one rubbish summer so far. We're over at the silage fields. This is the first one. I think they said 270 all told. It's not the best of days. It's going to be sticky, and they are carrying on the, you know, the ground's carrying it all right. It's fine. You won't make too much mess. It's just farmer wants them off and back home, and we've got enough people to do it, so we're going to do it. Young Robert's with us again today, so he's going to bring some loads back. Keithy's on the loader. Darren's back at the farm unloading. Young Dave's on the road as well, so it won't take long. We'll get these cleared up pretty quick. Keithy's pretty good on the loader, so we just wanted to get a few more fields cleared and out the way, because you know the year's getting on. We've got to go harvesting, we've got to get straw in, we've got a lot of jobs on. Alright, there we go. We'll come back at the end and we'll finish the video there, because it'll be getting on again. Hopefully next week, sunshine, nice weather, harvesting, a bit better. They were made in the dry. These aren't wet silage. They were wrapped in the dry, they were tedded. Yeah, they're even though it's wet out today, you can still pick them off the field. Right, we are fully loaded again. It's been absolutely horrendous. The rain has been coming down. It's dry, it's all right at the moment, but Christ almighty, it's coming down today. We're on a ridge and furrow field. This is the last field to pick up. Quite a few in here. We'll be coming back. Young David's just waiting to be loaded. Young Robert's just left with a load. Tight getting in and out of here as well. Now the trick to the ridge and furrow fields, stay on top of the furrows, because in the bottoms of the furrows where it dips down like that, you don't want to be towing trailers through that. You want to be on top. That's where it's nice and dry and hard. Right, we're probably going to leave it there anyway. I will show you us getting out of this gateway. Here comes young David. Young David's been in nearly every day this week on the topper. He's been on the tedder. He's been doing all sorts. Hopefully next video we start something a bit better weather wise, a bit better drying wise, more combining coming. It does still look like it's going to be a drier week next week, so we're going to be combining for sure. Whether we're drying or not, I imagine we'll start off drying, because we got a lot to do. We're worried about the corn sprouting now. It's all fit, this wet weather on it all the time, then it starts sprouting in the actual ears. So yeah, we're a little bit worried about that actually, because if it starts sprouting, it's well, it's a bit of a bummer actually, that is. When you say sprouting, it's trying to grow, you know, the seed's trying to grow because it's got wet and damp. Anyway, we'll catch you next time. Make sure you like and subscribe. Merch down in the description, and yeah, hopefully, let's hope it all picks up a bit, eh? down the ditch.